Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. I literally cannot remember the last time I filmed a TBR because when you're reading at a pace of about 1.5 books a month, those are kind of pointless to film, but it's sort of the beginning of April and I'm partway through 3 different books, so I'm hoping by around the beginning of May when I finish, oh god, I just realized that if I'm finishing these by early May, that means that as the time I'm finishing these books, I will also be finishing my first year of grad school, which is, I was gonna say it's horrifying, but I'm really excited for it to be over, so that's actually very exciting. First is a book I started a few months back that you guys might remember, and that is my accidentally purchased large print version of The Goldfinch. This is about Theodore Decker. He is 12 years old, living in New York City with a single mother when she passes away. I'm still, somehow, inexplicably, still in the section where he's in Las Vegas and it just won't come to an end. I love Theodore as a narrator. I love the writing style. I'm not bashing the book, but I'm just not a fan of this section and it won't end and I'm just wondering when it will, and I'm almost halfway through at this point, I believe. So if you've read this book, how long is this Las Vegas section? Am I probably like 5 pages from it ending and I'm just not realizing it? I'm really getting concerned, but I do really like the writing style, so I'm just hoping to get to another section of the book very soon. Next, I started this a little over a week ago, and that is The Opposite of Loneliness by Marina Keegan. This is a collection of short stories, essays. I didn't actually realize the majority of this is fiction. For some reason, I was under the impression that it was mainly her nonfiction essays, but her writing style is incredibly lovely. It is a little bit disquieting to read this, know that she passed away. It was a car accident when her boyfriend fell asleep at the wheel back in 2012, I believe, but then I also went and watched some videos of her on YouTube from when she was at Yale. It is short stories, so I'm kind of inclined to finish a story and then wait a couple days until I start another, but I am happy to say I am really liking this. And then the third and final one I picked up as an audiobook. This is from Audiobook. I think this is probably my like 17th free trial that I've managed to get. Realistically, probably more like 7. But this next one is going to be a big departure from the type of books I normally gravitate towards, and it's an incredibly popular self-help book, which I don't normally read, but it's called The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. He's incredibly popular within this genre of books. This is his first and probably most popular book. He also wrote Mastery, The Art of Seduction. Now, I would not normally have picked up a book like this, but Nurberxo is one of my favorite YouTubers of all time. But she's just so incredibly intelligent and strong and well-spoken. She makes makeup videos, but she also recommends books quite frequently. So she used to work in the corporate world, and this was her sort of Bible. Most likely after I graduate, that's the type of world I'm gonna be working in. So I thought, why not go ahead and check it out? I also study for my grad degree, essentially work psychology, to put it simply. So I thought this would be really interesting, but there is so much controversy surrounding this book. A lot of people say Robert Greene is evil. They say this book is essentially just how to be manipulative, how to be an awful person and just climb your way to the top, because this book is essentially how to gain power. I've watched interviews with him and he just views himself as a realist. It is quite over the top, but it's also quite entertaining. I view it obviously from more of a psych perspective, and I don't know how much of this actually is a psych basis. It goes through obviously 48 laws. The first law is saying always make your boss essentially look fantastic and never try to outshine them, and he compares something that happened to Louis XIV. So the whole book is drawing on history, so very different from what I'm normally reading, but I'm interested to see how my feelings change as I go through and read it. So those are the 3 books I'm hoping to go ahead and finish up in April. My next video is going to be a bit different than normal because although it's a review of a horror novel I read called Bones and All, it's more so a discussion about, I don't want to describe it. Sometimes you'll finish a book and then the acknowledgements section from the author will state their motivation for writing it and why they wrote it, and then that automatically flips your perception of the book entirely, because this is a book about a cannibal, and then the acknowledgement section, this is not a spoiler obviously, this is just her stating her beliefs and why she wrote the book. She states she's vegan, and inevitably now I sort of can't look at the book the same, so hopefully that'll be kind of an interesting review slash discussion. So if you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys soon.